Hi, my name is Indira Ranaweera, and I'm a very proud recipient of the WLP Esther Stein Memorial Scholarship. I was born in Sri Lanka, a beautiful island off the coast of India. In Sri Lanka, my dad was an engineer, and my mother was a school principal. They both loved their jobs and their country, but there was a fierce war raging, and my parents feared for the future of their three daughters. Well, as any responsible man would do during such a precarious time, my dad chose to enter our family into the U.S. Diversity Visa Immigration Lottery Program, and against all odds, we were selected. So with only 5 bags carrying all of our life's belongings, and a meager sum of money in our pockets, and a dream of a safe and secure future for their daughters, my parents moved my sisters and me to the United States in 2000. The U.S. wasn't exactly as my parents had imagined. My father went from a respected engineer to a minimum wage earning man pushing carts at Target. My mother's teaching license was no longer recognized, and she went back to school to earn her master's. To top it off, within the first couple of months, our apartment was burglarized. My father was terrified and confused. He had left his war-stricken homeland to move to a safer one, and it had proven to be anything but. However, through dedication and perseverance, within a few months, my parents scrounged what little money they had, and they were able to move us into a safe, middle-class neighborhood that was barely within our budget. Growing up without a lot of money in an affluent community was difficult as a young girl. I feared that my peers would point out my different clothes, toys, and government-issued lunch, and so I tried to stay quiet, blend in, and listen. I learned a lot from listening and watching others, especially from my parents. I watched as they worked tirelessly day in and out to take on second jobs, go back to school, and make sure that all of our needs were cared for. From them, I learned a work ethic and compassion that has successfully carried me throughout my life. And this work ethic has paid off for my family. Today, after obtaining her master's degree, my mother is a professor teaching international students at the Into program at USF. My father initially had a more difficult time. He was laid off from his engineering job, but later decided to start teaching and is enjoying his career. My sisters both attend USF, go Bulls. The oldest is a third year at USF's Morsani College of Medicine, and the other is a senior planning to pursue a PhD in clinical psychology. And as for me, my life has not been easy or perfect, but I'm currently a third-year student majoring in biomedical science and minoring in psychology with a 4.0 GPA in the USF Honors 7-year medical program. Coming to USF was an easy choice. In fact, it was the only university that I applied to as a high school senior. Though I knew USF was an amazing institute of higher learning, what I didn't recognize back then was the powerful organizations, institutions, and people that this prestigious university had that would have the power to develop me into a more educated, and compassionate global citizen. As an honors college student, I have access to the most hardworking and dedicated group of faculty and staff. Through the Honors College, I gain leadership experience and professional development opportunities as a president of the Honors College Student Council and as a community ambassador. With the Honors College, I had the opportunity to create a temporary medical clinic in an HIV and AIDS home and volunteer in an orphanage in San Jose, Costa Rica. Through my experience, I learned about the stigmatization and marginalization of the HIV/AIDS communities and LGBT communities, and gained an appreciation for medicine in an international context. Through this experience, I learned that I am passionate about serving the underserved. With the help of USF World and the USF Office of National Scholarships, this past summer I had the incredible opportunity to do something that I never thought would be financially or academically possible, to study abroad. I studied medical Spanish and neuroscience in Salamanca, Spain, fully funded by a Benjamin A. Gilman International Scholarship and a USF Greenbaum Genschaft Passport Scholarship. Thank you, President Genschaft. Studying abroad was a transformative experience. I gained independence, confidence, and conversation ability in Spanish. In fact, I'm continuing to study Spanish so that I can work more effectively as a doctor in underserved areas domestically and internationally. And finally, there is WLP. I was blessed to receive the Escher Schneid Memorial Scholarship my freshman year at USF. This scholarship was created by the wonderful Mrs. Nancy Schneid. Happy birthday weekend! To honor her mother. I was beyond grateful to learn of this award, but I had expected to receive only monetary support, as is typical with the other scholarships that I was fortunate enough to receive. Never did I expect to be blessed and inspired to meet so many successful and courageous women. Through WLP, I've had so many incredible opportunities. I've had the chance to lead panel sessions like I did today, network with community change makers, and experience everything from eating my first Vietnamese food to learning how to jumpstart a car thanks to Miss Sydney Kane, and discovering the perks of structured dresses. And among the most important lessons, come camera ready to every WLP event, there will always be pictures. WLP has been instrumental in my transformation as I've come to USF. I came to college unsure of myself, doubtful of my potential, and scared for the future. Well, I am still a little scared for the future, but I'm also hopeful and confident that I will be able to handle whatever comes my way. I'm excited to spend my winter break in Peru this December on a medical service trip, to lead a public health bull service break this spring break, to create an honors thesis based on my research on diabetes and the metabolic syndrome, and to serve as a big sister through Big Brothers Big Sisters this year. Mayor Iori, I look forward to working with you. And above all, to be a bull for 4 more years, as I was recently overjoyed to find out that I've been accepted into the USF Morsani College of Medicine. Mr. and Mrs. Morsani, I hope I can honor your investment and make you proud. WLP has showed me that I don't have to be the quiet, meek little girl praying to blend into the background, but that I can be confident, engaged, and proud of my history, which has made me who I am today. To the over 200 WLP members, Indira, Ashley, Christy, and especially Mrs. Nancy Schneid, I thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your time, your generosity, and your support, not just from myself, but from all 55 WLP scholarship recipients. I know that in a few short years, I will be amongst your prestigious ranks, and I hope to impact another shy, timid, but promising young girl as tremendously as you all have impacted me. Oh, God. Okay. Today I pledge to support WLP, and I hope that each of you will join me by completing the pledge card provided to you by your table captain. I can assure you that no matter the amount, my gift and yours will make a difference. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for your support.